Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing the process of me working on this art piece that I made, featuring a bunch of my shark characters for Bite-Sized Treasure. For those that don't know what Bite-Sized Treasure is, it's my online shop where I sell merchandise with my own original artwork featuring a bunch of cute sea creatures. In case you couldn't tell, I really like sea creatures, like a lot. And I wanted to be a marine biologist for 20 plus years. I still kind of do. And doing work for my online shop is my way of being able to not only share my artwork, but also to educate people and promote awareness and really foster love and appreciation for our oceans and sea life. But I want to do it in a fun way. So there's a lot of silliness involved in some of my pieces, and there's a lot of puns. Like a lot of puns, because I like to keep it fun and keep it fresh and enjoyable for everyone, myself included. So for the past about 2 years, I've become known for my shark characters. Now, I didn't go to school for marine biology, but I did study it on my own for a long time, so I do have good knowledge of the different types of sharks and their anatomy. And that, of course, includes some of the other sea creatures that I draw. So I wanted to make sure that when I designed my sharks, that they were based on real sharks and showcased the uniqueness between the different species. So all the anatomy that you expect to see on a real shark, like multiple dorsal fins, the notches on their caudal fin, etc., it's all there. Obviously, they're not 100% correct because artistic liberties had to be taken when I designed them as cartoons. I had to make them fun. And, you know, obviously sharks don't come in every color of the rainbow. So early this year, I had 3 big conventions within 45 days of one another. I had MagFest, OhioCon, and KatsuCon. So I had to get prepped and start early. So back in October through December, when I was prepping for these cons, I, ordered a bunch of buttons and charms and made a bunch of notebooks and stickers, and then I jumped in on a group order with some friends for tote bags. Now, at that time, I had 15 shark characters, 5 of which were prehistoric sharks, which aren't included in this piece, but I knew it wasn't going to be financially feasible for me to order 10 bags of each shark individually times 10 sharks. That's a lot of bags, and I had other pieces that I wanted to order too. So in my head, I realized the best way to do this was to get a big group family photo type picture of the 10 sharks together, because I didn't have any artwork with all of them together. So I kind of did the super rough sketch in Photoshop with just circles and gesture lines, trying to decide how I could put 10 sharks together, possibly have them interacting, and make it a cohesive piece. So when it got to rough sketching of each of them, I brought in little reference images that I made of each of my sharks and started doing a couple of sketch passes to kind of finalize how they were going to look. And you'll see how during the sketching phase, this went through a lot of changes and indecisions, especially for the frilled shark. I had to redraw her so many times. I kind of lost count. I struggled, really, trying to find a pose for her and getting her to work well in the composition. Frilled sharks have a much longer, kind of like eel-like body, and I still needed to make sure it worked anatomically. So I tried a bunch of different stuff. I even moved the characters around drastically, trying to see how I could get her to work in there. And after a lot of personal deliberation, I started talking to a group of my art friends and then to my husband, trying to get feedback, trying to bounce some ideas off one another. So my husband and I had a very long discussion about the composition, and we were trying to come up with the story of the piece. So in the end, it really got to showcase each of the sharks' personalities, and it all really starts with Bite, who's the teal great white shark in the lower left-hand corner. He's the mascot of Bite-Sized Treasure. He's being his normal goofball self. He's the only one upside down. He's having a grand old time. And then it features each of the sharks reacting to him in his or her own way. So Pinch, once I solidified her, she's like the mom of the group. So she's doing the soft little one-finned giggle. There's Nibble, the purple hammerhead, who's got the oh my face. Chomp, who's the orange tiger shark, she's just salty and she's tired of Bite's shenanigans all the time. And then Munch, she's the green zebra shark, she's trying to calm down the tiger shark. And then my derpy boys in the back, Crush the yellow lemon shark and Snap the blue thresher, in the back being the derpiest of derp sharks, and kind of egging on Bite with their little high five or high fin. But yeah, suddenly this piece became full of life and full of a story, and it quickly has become one of my favorite pieces that I've ever done for my shop. And I'm really glad that I decided to record the entire process so I could share it with all of you. And I knew it was going to be a long undertaking. So in total, it was about a 6-hour long process. And to share it in this video, I ended up having to cut it into 2 parts. And I did that because I've been reading comments. People have been commenting here on YouTube and messaging me on Twitter and Facebook about my videos sometimes moving too fast when I'm working in Illustrator. And for this piece in particular, I wanted you guys to be able to see and truly enjoy the art without it zooming by where you couldn't really see what was happening. So obviously this video is part 1, where you get to see me do my sketching and refining in Photoshop, and then I'll take it over into Illustrator for my Lineart. For the next half of the video, which will be up in a day or 2, it will be the entire coloring process. Now I did this because even at 3,500% speed, the entire video was still over 25 minutes, which was far too long for a YouTube video. And instead of boosting it up to 6,000%, you just couldn't see anything. So I decided to split the video up into 2. So I'm editing both videos at the same time. So like I mentioned, part 2 will go up in a couple of days. You won't have to wait very long to see the finished piece. If you follow my shop, you've already seen the finished one. But if you're only following me here on YouTube, you have not, and I'm very excited to share with you all the coloring process and the final piece itself. So that's going to be it for part 1. In the meantime, check out my online shop, bitesizedtreasure.com. I'll leave a link in the description box below. And if you guys enjoyed part 1, let me know with a like and a comment below. And in the next part, I'll be sure to label all the sharks too with their names and species so you know who is who. And that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in a couple days. Bye.